Good day, sir. I am Costelo from BSN Science 38. In this video, we will be evaluating and improving my previous PowerPoint presentation using the 9 ways to reduce cognitive load in multimedia learning by Mayer and Morano. However, we will be using 6 principles in this specific performance task. The first principle is the principle of reading. It states that we should eliminate interesting but extraneous material so people can focus on what is important. So let's delete the extraneous materials in my presentation. So that's it. That's the principle of reading. The second principle is the principle of aligning. It states that we should put corresponding words and images near each other so people don't have to scan all over the slide to make the connections. So let's check if there are some words that are related to each other but not together. So that's it. That's the principle 2, or the second principle, which is principle of aligning. Next is the principle of synchronizing. This is the third principle, which states that we should put up the words spoken or written at the same time as the corresponding images or animations, rather than have all the text first, then all the images second, similar to the idea of aligning. People need to see or hear the words simultaneously with the images or animations. So for this principle, instead of putting the image or words first, we can just put it all at the same time.
Audio Jungle.
Next is the principle of redundancy. It states that images, narration, and on-screen text all at the same time is too much for people to absorb. Show pictures while you talk or give them text to read. We should limit the text input in the presentation in order not to be difficult for the listeners to absorb the lesson. So in this presentation, I have provided pictures and infographic. So that's it. That's the principle of redundancy. The fifth principle is the principle of segmenting. People need time to pass information from short-term to long-term memory. Allow pauses, and if providing multimedia examples, be sure that you or the student can pause it as needed. In this presentation, I pause in between discussions if necessary. So the last principle is the principle of signaling. It provides cues to help people focus on the most important information without having to figure out what is important. So in this presentation, I read the title louder or I even reread it again and highlighted it in order for the listeners to focus on that information.
Audio Jungle.
So that's the 6 ways to reduce cognitive load in multimedia learning. Thank you so much.